Howdy. Today, we will be taking a look at Takara Tomy Transformers United Bumblebee and Hasbro Generations Cliffjumper. These figures are based on their appearances in Transformers War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron, respectively. Both figures come with this small handgun, which doesn't seem to be based on anything. Bumblebee also comes with this card, which looks really nice and has stats on the back. It also has this Sega logo in the top corner, although I'm not sure why. In their robot modes, these figures look really good, honestly. I especially like the shiny paint used on the Takara United figure. They did a similar version for Cliffjumper, but I don't have that version. I'm borrowing this figure at the moment. As for Cliffjumper, I was not terribly happy with the head sculpt. From what I've read, I believe that the head sculpt used on Cliffjumper is just one taken from another toy, rather than based on the head sculpt for Fall of Cybertron. Then again, Cliffjumper didn't appear until Fall of Cybertron, and this toy was just a repaint, shocker, of Bumblebee for the War for Cybertron Generations line. Otherwise, I think these figures are pretty good. The articulation isn't too bad, although the arms get in this weird stance that makes them look like they're always kind of pushing their arms out to the side. However, other than that, they're really nice. And another issue is the neck doesn't have a whole lot of up and down, which is a little concerning for a figure that is typically looking up to other bots. Here's how Deluxe Bumblebee and Cliffjumper scale with Deluxe Class Deep Cover, Voyager Class Sweep, and Leader Class Grimlock. Here's how Deluxe Bumblebee and Deluxe Cliffjumper scale with Deluxe Class Fall of Cybertron Shockwave, Voyager Class Takara Generations Soundwave, and Combiner Ruination. Here's how Deluxe Bumblebee and Deluxe Cliffjumper scale with Planet X Fantasis, Planet X Vahovis, and Planet X Jupiter. In their vehicle modes, Bumblebee and Cliffjumper are a courier car and a race car, but they're Cybertronian, so, clearly you can tell, right? In their vehicle modes, Bumblebee and Cliffjumper look pretty good. I really like the very rounded and kind of bubbly shape of these small little cars. Officially, Bumblebee is a Cybertron courier and Cliffjumper turns into a Cybertron racer. Now, I can't really tell the difference between the two, but I suppose it could be like the difference of a Dodge Challenger with a V6 in it and a Dodge Demon with a V8 in it. It looks like the same car, but they're clearly very different. At any rate, I think the alt mode is portrayed very well. It looks very similar to how the characters are in-game, but, the more that I look at them, the more they kind of look like a mouse. They're very mouse-shaped, and I don't know why they never saw the opportunity to turn this mold into a mouse. Goodness knows, they've certainly made mouses out of stranger figures before. Mouses? Mice? But seriously, look at this thing. It's practically begging to be grabbed and used as a mouse. I mean, if you added buttons to this thing, it would really work. So, I'll tell you what. If this video gets 1,000 likes, I'll buy one of these figures and turn it into a mouse. But probably not this one. This one took a long time to track down and was very expensive. Here's how Deluxe Bumblebee and Deluxe Cliffjumper scale with Deluxe Class Deep Cover, Voyager Class Artfire, and Leader Class Laser Optimus Prime. Here's how Deluxe Bumblebee and Deluxe Cliffjumper scale with Deluxe Class Sideswipe and Voyager Class Blaster. Here's how Deluxe Bumblebee and Deluxe Cliffjumper scale with Planet X Phoebiter and Planet X Mars. I hope you've enjoyed this brief look at War for Cybertron, Bumblebee, and Cliffjumper. If there are any other figures you'd like me to take a look at next, leave a comment down below. And as always, I'm Leo, reminding you that plastic toys don't belong in plastic prisons. See you next time.